Emerging from their tunnel, it was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
On second down, Kamara. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating in Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They go play action here on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Wait. Got it. 11. Over.
Breeze now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Switch and 8.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Got it.
Breeze now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We're going to 54. Why ain't? Check. Switch. Here we go. Let's go. Get out.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey, switch. Here we go. Go. Get out there. 26.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Got it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Fights through, and now a crease. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Here we go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Yes. Got it. Wait a second.
On play action, it's Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I'm okay. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
There we go. 180.
Here's Marshall. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
here we go. Wide 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. Wide 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ready? You ready?
On 1st down, Breeze. Out left side here to Bryant. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On play action, now Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, New Orleans. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
4 down. Check. Here we go. 180. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here we go. 180. Swing to the field. Right. To the right. Slam. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. 180. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll go option to the short side. He may try and run for this. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback, 96 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. The defensive rookie of the year, Marshawn Lattimore, there in coverage for New Orleans.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
4 down. Here we go. 480. Check 4. Here we go. 47. Check 44. Check 44. Here we go. 46. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Everyone's got 4 down. Here we go. 180. 56. Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now it's Ginn. Right when he flinched, we knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints are pouring it on. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Tavon Austin, he's going to go.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Extra point right down the middle, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They run it again with Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. From the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. On third down, here's Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. No gain on the play there, second down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Again, it's Elliott. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
46. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 96 yards. yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Breeze now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Hill. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here we go. Wide eight.
This is Marshall, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go. 47. 47.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, here we go. Wide eight. It's coming now. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Open space inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Switch and egg.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Here we go. Wide eight. Gun. Switch and egg.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. 480.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Switch. Switch is A. Gun. Hey, 47.
56 to Mike.
26.
Prescott on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
26.
One last shot now for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they continue to keep Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.